Right. Aerial spec looks good. So is supply spec, but we really love the storms. Okay, looks like we're at a pretty favorable spot here. Um, let's go for arc lights, I think. All right, that worked out as expected. Go for this for the factory play. Um, we don't have any anti-air. We need to consider that. Do we just go for a Phoenix? But the money isn't good. I want to go for 3 deploys, so might have to go for a Fang. It's not ideal, but it's only insurance. If he goes for a Phoenix, we're kind of screwed. That being said, we could just go 2 Phoenix ourselves. It's kind of risky, but might be okay here. He does go for the air. Kind of felt like his Phoenixes are a little too forward there because they got locked on so quick. Like his Phoenixes should be behind this, I think. Okay, 350 for the Void Wraith. Wasp is kind of good unless he goes into the Wraith, which is a possibility. The Void Eye, how much money is that? Void Eyes in general are pretty good. This is for 300 value, so not the best value, but more deploys. I think we go for the Wasp here. The only problem is the Wraith. He's not going to go for the Wraith since we already have the Phoenixes. Could go for more crawlers. And just for 2 more Phoenixes, maybe? We just try to cheese one of the towers. Okay, it's not gonna work, but our Wasp should beat his Wasp because of aerial spec, so this is very good for us. Okay, maybe Wraith versus Wraith, there's no breakpoints. So the 13% doesn't make a difference. Okay, no need for anything. Probably just need Arclight range now. The storms are starting to not be as effective anymore. Go for a Mustang. Since our own wraiths are going to fall off pretty soon. Since our Mustangs are specifically for the Wasp, we'll put him all the way back. Do we need to oil him? Or do we just go for another chaff? Or do we level this Phoenix? Let's just level the Phoenix. Okay, he's gonna force the aerial domination. And that's gonna win him this round, I think, but it's gonna be a problem once the factory comes out. Because the Wraiths aren't gonna do so well. I mean, the Wasps aren't gonna do so well. I think he has definitely won this round with that play. I didn't realize he was already at 1600. So this is kind of a desperation play. It is a very good play though. Lightning Storm is interesting, but we'll just skip. We're gonna go for the factory now. Could just throw down a Wraith. I mean, we could just throw down a Mountain. Just ensure that it doesn't die. Level 1 Mountain shouldn't die here, I think, to anything. Yeah, I don't think there's anything that can kill the level 1 Mountain. Could even put it here, just because he's likely to put more stuff here because of the storm. Alright. And now what? Just beacon this guy in. Throw down some missiles since we're kind of all in. Okay. That's going to be a guaranteed victory because he has nothing that can do damage to this mountain. I mean, we're going to need an additional 1100 damage. So I think all the stuff behind here is going to get us there. This Titan, is it even losing like 1% of its HP? So it's actually losing a little bit of HP. How is it losing HP? What does he have that's actually doing damage? Is it just that everything does 1 damage if it's under the... Okay, the question is that almost doesn't look like it's enough. That's not good. Okay. That's not good. Now what? Underground threat? I think what we do is we just go mass Mustangs behind this, right? We definitely need to beacon this guy backwards to like here. Go down a shield. I think we just need Mustangs with I don't know. We need Phoenixes that can kill his tarantulas, but then we need Mustangs that can kill the wasps. Or do you just go aerial spec wasps yourself? The Phoenixes did nothing. Alright, let's just try to go Wasp Mirror here. don't think you necessarily want the speed. Maybe upgrade a couple arc lights, since they're the only ones that were doing damage last round. Yeah, this is called Run Titan Run. Not even sure if we can win this here. Okay. Wait. Yeah, well, I think that's GG because Mountain can't die now. Yeah, so this is kind of how you play the Mountain. It's a little bit different than the Factory because with the Factory you can still kill the Melters if you tech the Factory enough. Like if you have HE level 2 Factory, throw down some chaff or wasps, you could just run in and just kill this, kill everything. At least pre-nerf. I mean, if it was a factory, you could just move it here, like throw some wasps here, some chaff here, and then, you know, likely the wasps will be stuck on the crawlers, and then your own wasps will be just moving in, and you'll be able to just, with HE, you'll be able to clear the chaff, clear his light units, get the tower, hopefully. Before you'd be able to kill the melting point pretty quick. Now you need like multiple shots, so yeah, now you need like 9 shots, but so you probably want to take the tower and then you could win that way. But the mountain just is pretty garbage at clearing chaff like the HE factory is. So whenever you go mountain, it's just run time run because you know there's going to be something here. It's going to counter the mountain. You're not going to be able to march it into the tower. Unless you have maybe a supporting board or you go with multiple mountains, saturation bombardment with the rocket punch. Perhaps you could get in there, but on round 5, round 6, I don't think that's going to be possible. So yeah, this is how you play the Titan now. I think I was expecting to win last round. I wasn't expecting to go for another round. So had I known it was going to go for 2 rounds, I think the HE factory would have been better. And maybe the HE factory is just better anyways. I don't know. It just felt like since he had nothing that could damage it, why don't we just go for the mountain? But was that a mistake? All right, so we're going to see if the factory would have been better in this situation. I think if you're going to go for more than 1 round, I think the factory is going to be the better choice. So we'll put it in the same position, even, and we'll just go, like this, like this. It's got HE. Still missile something. And, yeah, might as well just go for speed here. So the factory is not losing a lot of health. It's very, very healthy, and it's doing an amazing job at clearing the chaff, getting to the tower. The beacon's not very good though. I'm afraid to say that I'm surprised to say that the factory actually loses here. Pretty shocked to see that. Was it because of the beacon? Well, it was because it couldn't tank. The tank value of the factory, I mean, you use a factory to go in and clear chaff and get the tower, right? The Titan is only for tanking, basically. I mean, the mountain is only for tanking, basically. So I guess the problem was it wasn't getting to the tower quick enough, and you know, it wasn't able to tank everything like the mountain would have been able to tank. Really bad missile from us, but it's still firing 3 out of its 4 guns. The only thing we did different here is we went for a better beacon. And I just think that with the HP nerf, this factory isn't that viable because, I mean, if it stuck around, I could see this still being victory, but this is a horrible. This ended horribly. Last season, before all the nerfs, the factory would have been a champ. Now we could try this with factory with armor, but what's the point of factory with armor, right? It's gonna move in a little bit faster than the mountain, but the armor is nowhere as good as mountain plating, especially since nothing can damage the mountain. I think. Okay. A really bad missile again. So the mountain gets pretty much immunity to the. Doesn't get immunity to anything. It blocks some of the typhoon. It doesn't block anything of the tarantula. It just gets extra 50 HP. So you can see that this is just it's a very, very sad situation compared to how the mountain was looking. Right, so I thought I was just playing with my food by going for the mountain, but in reality the factory was garbage here. You have to understand that the factory was nerfed so hard recently that it's no longer the best Titan anymore. And unfortunately, I have to say. So this is our run Titan run play. I'm just wondering, like, you know, is it worth selling out of? I think you could sell out of it, but the problem is you're already too invested in it. Our board is complete garbage now compared to his board. And if you sell out of this, this is the only thing we have. Like, we have to make sure that this survives and it does something. It still did a lot there at the end. Like, it killed the 2 melting points. We have nothing that can kill the melting points. So, you know, was our Wasp AA play correct? I'm not sure. Right? It's either that or you go for, I don't know. I feel like if I play this a few more times, I'm going to lose every time because I'm not really sure what we're supposed to do here. You definitely shield because you don't want to get slowed. If you get slowed, then it dies. So we're gonna run it back, straight back, right? You can go sideways, but sometimes the melter will still lock you. Okay, so let's look at the situation. We'll upgrade our stuff that we have. We need some. I guess we need wasps. I guess we need mustangs, right? With aerial spec or range. Probably go aerial spec, but I don't know. Does it die to? And I want the temp range, so I'm not gonna upgrade everything. All right, and we'll just upgrade one of our arc lights. So let's see if this works out. This seems to be the right play because we're only worried about the wasp. Mustangs are locking onto the Wasp. Mustangs are locking onto the Wasp. Here they're not locking on because of the chaff problem, but it will start to. Still some Wasps remaining. Here as well. We weren't able to clear all of them. Now the mountain's starting to do a little something, but fortunately, you know, it's gonna fall. And as I said, I think I wasn't sure if it was the right move, but it seems like it was the right move because the Mustangs will die to the Tarantula, whereas the let's go for underground threat. Whereas the Wasps themselves, they're gonna be okay. They're not gonna die to the Tarantula. They're also gonna act as chaff for the melter. I think we want 10th range, we want shield. And we'll upgrade this. We'll go for some chaff here. Okay, let's see how this goes. If we're not able to win here, then I'm gonna say that I'm really surprised at how we won originally. The mountain's kind of like, I guess it's does it have lower range than the factory or something? The thing is, now the tarantulas are locked onto the mountain, and that's what you want. And now the melters are locked onto the wasp. This debuff is going to be bad. Probably going to kill this mountain. Yep. So I don't know. Like I think we might have gotten lucky with our placement there. It was super close, but for sure the Titan was the mountain was a better play there than the factory.